We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Smith on first down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll run to Thompson, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Liz, Isaac, 12.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run it here with Thompson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Let's go, 15.
Now Thompson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense with 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. It'll be a Redskin first down as Smith hits Crowder.
Double. Great 15. I said wide 80. 15, yeah. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On the ground, it's Thompson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
To throw on second down is Smith. Flush to his right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Hey, gun. 12. Check safety. Good left.
From the gun, here's Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
2 for 66. 28. 12.
After the interception, here's Goff. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Goff on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They are going for it. Goff. That's to his running back. Complete. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but
Here we go, Torres. Here we go. Super. 20.
Goff on first down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Again, Goff. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on third. Goff. And they got him in. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
14. 14. Whirling.
A shotgun snap for goal. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On 2nd and 10, gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. 30. Past the 20.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So the attention shifting back to Washington's offense. And on August 20th, the attention shifted to Adrian Peterson because they signed him. He's going to be a Redskin. How does he mix into the backfield?
That's what Washington is eager to find out. Remember, they drafted Darius Geis. He's gone for the season. Samaje Perine, who they expected to get some carries, he's hurt an ankle and is going to miss some reps. So they're going to bring in Adrian Peterson to see if he still has some juice. And if so, they'll make sure he touches the ball. But remember, Rob Kelly's still there. Chris Thompson is still there. We'll find out if Adrian Peterson is going to make this team.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
Go. Rip. Set, line, 80. Hey, back up. Let's go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So now back out come the Rams on offense. A second preseason game for them. They defeated the Raiders, who they're actually seeing the Monday night opener, but no Goff, no Gurley yet. Will we see them in the preseason?
That's been the big question, not just around the West Coast, but throughout the league. Will those guys play it all in the preseason? Because some teams are leaning more towards, we will count on you being ready for the opener and avoid injury during the preseason. We're now getting word that the Rams are going to probably play Jared Goff and Todd Gurley limited action against the Houston Texans, but we'll see. They won't play much in the preseason, maybe just a few snaps.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. To the air again. Goff. He'll get this one to Cup. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep winging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Goff again. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matt Ioannidis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Third and long, it's gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
11, 5-25. Horrible.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard. Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Again, a run with Thompson. Down right around the 25. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The 2nd down and 10th in, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Our ball. Our ball. Love it. Love it. Our ball. Merlin. Merlin. Tiger. Tiger. Now, look up.
Now Goff on 1st down. Going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Like 20, 14.
Goff throwing again. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Right. Orange. Hey, on.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Great, 15. Hey, let's settle in. Come on, we'll just... Hey, set, line, 80! I got
They'll hand it off to Kelly, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
Orange. Set, line, 80!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Escapes the sack. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
15. Right over there. Yeah. Right, 58, right there. Yellow.
Play action. It's Smith. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abukum. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jonathan Allen, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Tiger.
From the gun, here's Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, gone. And this will be incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. Josh Doxson's got it, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Off turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback.